meet you. I'm Rishi. Very nice to see you. Siegfried. Yeah, Siegfried.
That's the type of scan that it is, but so that's what it says on the machine.
So it's weird.
This country are going to be taking tens of thousands of these across the public in the UK. We take every day at Moorfields and
yeah, so what this is showing is
really nice. And this is something that was published in there, no CTs. And this is an example of the algorithm.
Get this wrong, and AI could make it easier to build chemical or biological weapons. Terrorist groups could use AI to spread fear and destruction on an even greater scale. Criminals could exploit AI for cyber attacks, disinformation, fraud, or even child sexual abuse. And in the most unlikely but extreme cases, there is even the risk that humanity could lose control of AI completely, through the kind of AI sometimes referred to as superintelligent. Now, I want to be completely clear. This is not a risk that people need to be losing sleep over right now. And I don't want to be alarmist. And there is real debate about this. Some experts think it will never happen at all. But however uncertain and unlikely these risks are, if they did manifest themselves, the consequences would be incredibly serious. And when so many of the biggest developers of this technology themselves warn of these risks, leaders have a responsibility to take them seriously and to act. And that's what I'm doing today, in 3 specific ways. Right now, the only people testing the safety of AI are the very organizations developing it. Even they don't always fully understand what their models could become capable of. And there are incentives, in part, to compete to build the best models quickest. So we shouldn't rely on them marking their own homework, as many of those working on this would themselves agree. Not least because only governments can properly assess the risk to national security, and only nation states have the power and legitimacy to keep their people safe. The UK's answer is not to rush to regulate. This is a point of principle. We believe in innovation. It's a hallmark of the British economy. I can announce that we will establish the world's first AI Safety Institute right here in the UK. It will advance the world's knowledge of AI safety, and it will carefully examine, evaluate, and test new types of AI so that we understand what each new model is capable of, exploring all the risks, from social harms like bias and misinformation through to the most extreme risks of all. So what do we hope to achieve at next week's summit? Right now, we don't have a shared understanding of the risks that we face. And without that, we can't hope to work together to actually address them. That's why we'll push hard to agree the first ever international statement about the nature of these risks. Yet AI is developing at a breathtaking speed. Every new wave will become more advanced, better trained, with better chips and more computing power. So we need to make sure that as the risks evolve, so does our shared understanding. I believe we should take inspiration from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which was set up to reach an international scientific consensus. So next week, I will propose that we establish a truly global expert panel, nominated by the countries and organizations attending, to publish a State of AI Science report. And with regard to China, look, I can't say with 100% certainty that China will be there, but I do believe that it's absolutely the right thing to have invited them. China is unquestionably the world's second AI power behind the US. That's just a fact when you look at the amount of research, investment, and activity that's happening there. And AI doesn't respect borders.
Fantastic. Hi. Right.
Good morning, Prime Minister.
So I'm Rishi. How are you? So nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
You're specialist. Yeah.
They're doing with their visual function. After that, they come into these 2 rooms, so we look after in the same unit. So from a clinical perspective, so we have what it is, and then for a cab driver, they're able to continue with their